Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Aries, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to you to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one or in making a donation, you can find the information regarding that in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Aries, there's lots and lots of things happening outside right now. There's basically hurricane conditions, so you may hear some howling. Actually, I'm just gonna adjust this camera a little bit. It's a little low. Nope. Just bear with me, Aries. It's okay. You might hear some wind howling, so that always adds a fun element to a tarot reading. So it's like bright and dark at the same time. And I just got a really beautiful text message from a friend who gave me a synchronicity or a message from Spirit that I asked for about 2 years ago. And I don't need to get into what it was, but I just want to tell you that you can ask Spirit for the most specific thing and then just let it go and let them bring it to you in divine timing. 2 years, maybe longer. But I think about 2 years that I've waited for this sign, but I knew that I would see it somehow. And I never told this friend what it was either. And today she brought it to me. So I come into your reading with that very special sense of gratitude for that and for you. So thank you, Aries. Been feeling a lot of animal energy lately, so I decided to make this kind of a animals, familiars theme. So we're going to be doing your reading today with the Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Kranz and Stacy DeMarco's Divine Animals Oracle deck to get the overall energy for the reading. All right, Aries. I also have this mammoth garden quartz still sitting on my desk, so I just thought I would show it to you because it's gorgeous. I have a lot of garden quartz. I have this one here as well. It helps with imagination and grounding. If you're not into crystals, why aren't you into crystals? They're so cool. Okay. This is it feels like a very Aries appropriate card. So appropriate. It's number 5, which in the tarot represents the Hierophant energy. So the Pope of the tarot, the kind of great spiritual leader of the tarot. The card is Wolverine. Wolverine, and the word above Wolverine is fierceness. Fierceness. There's a lot of like craggy rocks and mountain ranges, and yet fire energy, and he's on top of a bear. Oh, it just fell right out of my hand. A bear. He's got like a sword, a blazing sword, and a shield. So quite literally a king of all kings. I was gonna say a king of wands, but essentially he's a king of swords too. He's a king of wands and swords, so double the trouble is what I'm going to say to that. It's almost as if there's this opening up. Kind of reminds me of a Doctor Who episode where there was like a crack in the universe and things were slipping through, and so it's almost like this opening is allowing this energy to come through. And you know, this bear, Wolverine, does look very fierce. So, and it is a number 5, which if you've ever watched any of my tarot or you've ever had a reading with me, then you know that 5s are Fives are a really special number. They're a number of in-between, number sometimes of processes, struggle. So it's almost like I see the Aries having to assert themselves before they can enter into like a rest period or a space of calm. And maybe all of you are laughing because you're like, calm, what is that? But no, Aries need calm too. But right now, you maybe just be feeling like you're on a warpath. I have a friend and co-worker, and in her language, Tagalog, I guess there's a slang for this, and it's called warla. Warla. She always calls me warla, or that I'm going to be warla or whatever. Warla meaning on the warpath, right? Getting a little feisty, in your case, a little fierce. So 4 cards for the base spread, 4 cards for the clarifier. Wow. Okay, 5 cards down so far. So you got an extra card at the end. So it's amazing that the first card is coming out, because first 2 cards actually are major arcana in the reverse. First card is the strength card, so Leo energy, in keeping with the fire sign theme here. In the upright, the strength card can talk about a mastery over the self, a self-awareness, an awareness of the ego. The infinite ego is what I wanted to say. The infinite consciousness, that when you have a mastery of the ego, the ego is there to protect us, right? But it can sometimes do a little bit of overprotecting. And when we have a hyperactive or overactive ego, then things can get a little out of control, surprisingly, because our fears start to overtake us. So in the reverse here, in the past energy, I see there being, we go through phases in life, and maybe there was a little bit of a lack of understanding of why you were feeling what you were feeling. Like, you knew you were feeling frustrated or angry or on your warla path, or just having to deal with things that are challenging to your core, and not knowing, you've survived so much already. Why is this different? To clarify that, you have the Hermit in reverse. It's very, both these energies are so different, right? Both, the Tortoise represents longevity and strength in its own way, but more in a protective way. But again, here, the Hermit as a major arcana card talks about somebody who retreats into themselves, to the dark night of the soul, having a spiritual awakening. It's the number 9. So you got 8 and 9 consecutively, which take that as a synchronicity. Because it does, when you see synchronicities like that, like consecutive numbers, especially kind of one after the other, it's kind of you're moving through the tarot, you're moving through the major arcana. So there's an elevation or maturity from something. But the Hermit card talks about, finding that inner light, knowing that you are the source of your own light, your own flame. But of course there's a hard shell protectiveness here. But he looks cozy. But this is in the reverse. So it's almost like you're looking for a new shell. Do turtles do that? I don't know if they do that. Do they ever release their shells? I feel like they don't. I don't know. But I saw this video. It's reminding me, our spirit's reminding me of this video that's circulating right now on Instagram of this little cat this little kitten, and she or he is underneath a backwards baseball cap, and then they stick their head through the opening in the back and they look like a little turtle walking around the floor. I don't know why that's relevant, but it feels like it is somehow. It's almost like picking up a new shell, that somehow you had to, or you have to, abandon your old one, abandon your old ways of how you used to defend or protect yourself, because it's not working. It wasn't working in your past energy. In your current energy, I have the Three of Swords here in the reverse. So present tense, still working through some heartache and heartbreak and a tangled web we weave. I just heard that. This is one of the toughest cards to get in the tarot, because it's a different kind of frustration though, right? It's like maybe it is a little bit about lashing out. Have you been lashing out lately, Aries? You didn't mean to. You didn't mean to. You were just trying to defend yourself. Spirit is giving me the message of you feeling like you had to, because you were not feeling strong. It's this overcompensation of having the appearance of strength. Are you pushing somebody away right now? Somebody that looks like this? Daughter of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, somebody who's just trying to give you a little offer, a little morsel of friendship or love or connection, or this does not seem like your energy right now. It seems like somebody else, somebody beautiful and innocent and authentic, because the card is in the upright. But there's some pain of your past that is still haunting you. I'm gonna pull a clarifier on it. Two cards came out. The Fool in the upright and the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, which looks exactly like the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. Excuse me, the Nine of Pentacles. Excuse me. The same but not the same. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So let's talk about this one first. Nine of Pentacles talks about, in the upright, an independent, single, thriving, abundant energy, and in the reverse, not so much. It's a little bit of struggle, a little bit of lack mentality. I'm seeing here, though, still protected by Spirit with all of these feathers around. You're still protected by Spirit. Almost like this is a nest and this is the bird that is looking to leap out, right? The Fool is the very first card of the major arcana of the tarot. The tarot is all about the Fool's journey. So wanting to take a leap of faith, perhaps, towards wanting to believe in whatever this is. And if it's not a person, it could be an opportunity, a small but significant opportunity. And you're smart enough to understand that it's authentic, that they mean whatever they bring. See, my throat chakra is closing up. It's almost like hard to hear, hard to say, hard to admit. I see this very clearly, this situation where just like wanting to, they take one step towards you, Daughter of Pentacles. You want to take one step towards them, but it's almost like this is the energy that you're coming towards them with. Take that as it resonates. This is not a reading that's meant to make you feel like crap. On the contrary, because what I really see here is you as this little chickadee, this little bird. You're also kind of trying to map out your own new beginning, right? But it's almost like it's scary enough to have to try and do it independently, to do it on my own, especially with all of this doubt and fear and heartache and heartbreak settled in the wings and the periphery of my current circumstances. And then this rainbow comes along. It's like, what the heck am I supposed to do with it? You know, but okay, I'm hearing the lyrics from an Eagles song. Yes, I love the Eagles. I hear Don Henley's voice in my head. It's from the song The Best of My Love. It's an old song. It's so good. The Best of My Love. Now my crown is tingling. The lyric is, we tried to talk it over, but the words come out too rough. I know you were trying to give me the best of your love. And then another part of that song, that was a very clear message, Aries. Try to talk it over, but the words come out too rough. I know you were trying to give me the best of your love. There's another lyric that goes, I'm going back in time, and it's a sweet dream. I'm trying to get to the next verse because it's good. It was a quiet night, and I would be all right if I could go on either dreaming or sleeping. If I could go on sleeping. But every moment I wake up and worry what's gonna happen to me. The lyrics are getting all jumbled up because now they're saying you see it your way and I see it mine, and we both see it slipping away. Please listen to that song. First of all, it's a classic. Secondly, there's clearly a message. The Eagles, The Best of Your Love. So this is what I see here, right? It's almost like I see two crazy kids that just can't, they're not looking at each other. And I just saw 1818 on the clock. Sorry, my neck just snapped, cracked. In the future energies, I see the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, represented by this gorgeous butterfly. And this, I was going to say magnetic infinity sign, but that has nothing to do with anything, and yet I said magnetic, almost like the two want to come and become one, clarified by the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords doesn't, so Two of Pentacles in the upright can talk about juggling, multitasking, this way and that way and every way in between. Why are we just holding on to so much? It's almost like this beautiful, delicate butterfly, and it's just like they have so much to carry. But in the reverse, in the future energy, I see you putting something down now. Let's put it down now. And the Mother of Swords, Queen of Swords, comes in to give you that little bit of clarity, and she's almost like icing this energy out a little bit, right? This is air energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So she's kind of dampening this, the hotness, the fierceness here, because I mean, whatever this fierceness is, it is a 5, and I just don't see that it's fruitful right now. You may feel like it's absolutely in your wheelhouse, but you know, I see all of these cards in reverse, and it's like stalled energy. So in your future energy, the Queen of Swords comes in with a little bit of rationality, a little bit of level-headedness. We're not going to use so much of our impulse and our defensiveness. We're just going to be cool as a cucumber. Sit on high and observe. That's what I just heard. Let's pull a clarifier and see what that means. Sit on high and observe what, Spirit? Isn't that something? I got another card of observation. The daughter of swords, the Page of Swords, which is the little spy. Also a card of simply curiosity, but they do refer to this card often as little internet spy. Maybe you're doing, oh, Spirit's ringing my ear. It's okay, we all do it. Are you doing a little internet spying, Aries? That's okay, no judgment. I'm smiling though because I relate, right? Sometimes we just, curiosity kills the cat, right? But the cat has 9 lives, so we carry on. Don't be creepy about anything. But there is a wonderment here. I love this one, this particular one, because there's sprinkles. It was so awesome that Spirit was just like, zoop! You hit the nail on the head. I love when that happens. But there's these little sparkles of light here, of colored, beautiful light. Like, there's twinkling, there's illumination of some kind, clarity of some kind coming in, and it's multifaceted. It's almost like a prism, like kind of going through you and then branching out into all of these gorgeous ideas and colors and concepts, much like this energy here, right? I did ask Spirit what was the clarity about, and they said, oh, well, there's going to be some clarity. Maybe it's something that you see on the internet about this person. Maybe it has nothing to do with this person. Maybe it's about you, and you know, why am I feeling this way, or what's triggering me? What's triggering the bear, the Wolverine, to have to rear its head and teeth and fangs? And it's reminding me, they're showing me this video I watched this morning. I've seen it a few times. There's a snowboarder, this female snowboarder, and I don't know why I had to point out the fact that she was female, like it was relevant in some way. Maybe you're a girl snowboarder? I don't know. Anyway, she is listening to Rihanna's song Work. She's like in the snow. She's in the powdered snow. She's fastening herself onto her snowboard. She's got her headphones on, her goggles on, looking like a badass, and just like about to traject herself down the hill on the snowboard. And she's filming herself, right, with a selfie stick, and she doesn't realize it, but there is this bear right on her heels, like about to go after her, going after her. It travels pretty far. I mean, I would say, like, I don't even know how many paces, but for a bear, but it was scary. And it's like, thank God she didn't know that it was there. And she ends up going so fast that she loses it, but I don't know why they're showing me that. It's almost like, okay, thank you, Spirit. There's going to be some point where you realize that you are on top of this bear, and then the bear ends up chasing you. What does that mean? Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Wands in reverse. Lots of cards in reverse for you today. Not a bad thing, just a way to read the cards, but it's significant. Isn't that funny? I now see this as kind of like that hill and just kind of snowboarding down. I don't know why. This almost looks like kind of like a snowboard to me. Four of Pentacles in the reverse is kind of like opening up, a vulnerability. Finally, that's what Spirit said, finally. After you make the decision to do so. This is decision-making time. We're going to choose a direction in which to aim our energy. And that energy is towards something that is beautiful and vulnerable, right? But vulnerable doesn't mean weak, right? Because we still have this Swords energy that is it can be stark. I mean, Queen of Swords is stark. So there's a little bit of starkness here, but a sense of accomplishment, because I see all this rainbow energy. Once you make the decision to say, I'm going to open myself up to Spirit and just allow this to happen, then there's kind of like this, you know, the beautiful colors and complexity coming in for you. So what's your advice from Spirit? I see here the Daughter of Wands, or the Page of Wands in your fire element in the reverse. Page of Wands is, again, it's much like the Fool energy, but kind of lesser so. That, okay, we made our decision. We're going to move in a direction. It's almost like you get shy about it, because this is Spirit's advice. They're saying, don't be so shy, Aries. Just dip your toe in to the fire, right? Like, get back up on that Wolverine. It's not chasing you, right? Like, we can step back into our empowerment, but right now you're not feeling so. There's a deception here. There's a deception here. Like, you want to project this energy, but it's like sooner or later someone's gonna see through it. And the question is, are you going to allow them to kind of keep going? They're going to see where you're vulnerable, but they're not trying to use it against you, right? They bring this energy. High Priestess in reverse clarifies that energy. It's really important for you to tap into your intuitive senses, your spidey senses, your gut instinct. Because right now I believe that the ego is still a little overactive, and it's causing you to doubt your instincts of whether or not you should move forward towards something. And the additional card that came out is the Six of Wands in the reverse. This is the card of victory, and it's in the reverse. So Spirit is saying they want you to be this beautiful butterfly, but they want you to have your victory. But there's still some hesitation. There's still some hesitation. Well, you know, Spirit, easier said than done. How can they help themselves to get to this place? The Six of Swords in reverse. Get all this rainbow energy. Six of Swords in reverse talks about being unable to move on, right? We want to move on from this energy. You're still a little stuck. Are you Okay, this is kind of a hard thing to hear, but Spirit wants me to say it. Are you more comfortable in this energy? In this energy? Are you more comfortable here? That's your choice. It just showed me my my red fire quartz, which I always attribute to Aries energy. I have it sitting here. It was not, it's on a plate of selenite. I was not going to use it for this reading, but it's peeking at me. And it's because some Aries out there were like, yes, yes, we feel more comfortable being in the position of power. Of course. But all I'm going to say to that is, you know, sometimes if you stay in that energy, you might miss out on the cute and fuzzy, right? You could be missing out on something cute and fuzzy. And sometimes we need a little cute and fuzzy in our lives. Sometimes this is just, it's just too much. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. It's a burden. It's just a burden you'd have to carry. So it's a choice, right? Whether or not you're going to carry it. So that's your reading, Aries. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Hit the bell notification if you'd like to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thanks, Aries.